receivers to the far side of the field, two to the near side. It'll be Antoine Allen in the gun with the tailback to his right. He takes a snap, drops back, looking, now fires over the middle of the field, tipped up into the air. It's going to be picked off by Reese Trieber. He's got nothing but green turf in front of him. It'll be a pick six for Reese Trieber as he takes it back 26 yards on the play. It was tipped that time. It will be off the hands of Atkins on the play for Elkhart Central. And the Penn Kingsmen up 27-0 here on senior night with 9:31 to play in the first half.
Welcome live here to the Regional Radio Sports Network, the Penn preview here on www.rrsn.com. Adam Demaree alongside me, Cory Yeoman, the head coach of the Penn Kingsmen. 56-0 last Friday night, senior night here at TCU Freed Field, coach. And in the last three games, you outscored your opponent 111-13. So it seems like this team is rolling at the right time.
Yeah, it was a special night naturally for the seniors, and a lot of them got a lot of playing time, which was super. And these guys have done an outstanding job all year leading this football team.
I thought that last drive was really impressive, especially when Elkhart Central gets inside the 5 down to about the 2-yard line, and you guys stop them right at the 6-inch line and then hold them and keep that shutout. It seems like even at the point where the second string or third string was in the game, the intensity never changed for you guys.
Well, and that's the standard. You try to, you talk about expectation, and expectation, it's not for the certain player, it's for the position. So whoever's in there's got to play at that level. And, a kid got beaten on a pass, but, was tough enough physically and mentally to run the guy down and give us another shot. And those guys made us stand on the 1-yard line, which was great for those guys, something they didn't do at the start of the season. So our 2s and 3s have improved. Same thing with our special teams play. We got a big tackle and a takeaway deep down on their side with some guys that aren't normal on their kickoff coverage team. Did a great job. So I think our 2s and 3s have improved as football players as the seasons went on.
Well, and you take a look also at your front 8 starting lineup. You take a look front 4, Maine, Hurst, guys like Kobe Woods, Will Vakalahi. Been stepping up in that front 8 part of the defense, and they forced 2 turnovers as well. Reese Trieber had a fumble and a pick 6, then Will Vakalahi had another interception as well. It seems like that defense is really starting to click.
Well, they have. I mean, just the watching these guys mature and grow into what they are, and they've got a lot of stuff to continue to work on, that's for sure. But I've been very, very happy how they come to work and how they prepare and how they practice, and if they keep doing that, good things are going to happen for them. Now they're going to get challenged this week, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, you take a look at what's at stake this week. You win a share at least of your 34th NIC title in program history last Friday. Now you go for it outright over at Steele Stadium. I know these kids now know the pairing in terms of the first round of the playoffs, but this is still a really big game, a big rivalry this week.
Well, it's a huge game. I mean, it's a great game to play in. A lot of these guys kind of grew up playing a little league together, or different sports together, and ran around together. And they've got excellent players and guys that play the game extremely hard, and they're well coached. So it's always a fun game to play in.
Well, and I know the amount of respect that you have for Bart Curtis as well. Kind of touch on that relationship.
Well, Bart and I have been friends for a long, long time. Naturally, his younger brother played for me here and had a great career, Darren. And naturally knew knowing Bart's mom and dad and great people and no big surprise what Bart's done. He's done a great job. He's got a great staff as well around him, and they get their kids ready to play every week.
Coach, this is the 60th matchup between Penn and Mishawaka this Friday. I know you guys are very familiar with each other. You guys play each other every year at least once. How much does that help this rivalry in terms of how familiar you guys are with what you guys want to do?
Well, you know what? No matter what the score, or the records are, or anything else, when it comes to Penn Mishawaka, you can throw that out the window because it's a great game, no matter what it is. Now, naturally, this season, they've had a heck of a season this year, and we haven't had a bad season, but so it's always going to be a great game. The atmosphere is always high, I think, because the people in this community love their high school football, and whether it be at Mishawaka or at Penn, the fans support these guys extremely well. I think they see the effort and the attitude and just the exhilaration they play for themselves and for their community and their school. And I think people like to watch that and want to be part of that. And hats off to Mishawaka and their staff for creating that. And I think what we have here, and at Penn's pretty special as well.
Coach, the last time Mishawaka made a really deep run in the playoffs, they had a quarterback who had been a 3-year starter in that complicated Bart Curtis offense and Sam Schrader. Now they got another 3-year starter in Darian Phillips. What does he bring to the table? Well,
it seems like he's been about a 7-year starter. He's been here forever. He runs it extremely well, and it's just like any other quarterback and doing any other thing. The more times you do it, the game just slows down for you, and you see things so much quicker and better, and it's amazing how well he runs that offense. He's a threat with his arm as well as his legs, and he's a big play, guy, and he'll hurt you with throwing the ball or running the football or pitching the football or hand on. He makes very, very few mistakes, and he's definitely the straw that stirs that drink.
Coach, you mentioned it. They're on a hot streak. You guys are on a hot streak as well in terms of record and what you've done over the past month or so here with football. You take a look at what the keys are going to be. Assignment football for your defense this week, and obviously Camden Bone's going to have to be pretty special as well. Well,
everybody's going to have to be pretty special, and it's not like everybody's going to have to come out and make a great play, but everybody's going to have to do their part, and that's what we preach on it. And whether it be offense, defense, or special team, you can't get caught up with everything else and try to do something special and not do what you're supposed to do. And that's what happens sometimes. And they're a heck of a football team, and they're going to make some plays. But you got to every play be focused on your responsibility, whether that's on the offensive line or the defensive line or the secondary or the kicking team. Everybody's got to do that, and that's what you've got to buy into.
Coach, best of luck.
Thanks, Adam.
Cory Yeoman, head coach of the Penn Kings, will join us here on the Week 9 Penn preview. His ball club going to go for their 34th outright Northern Indiana Conference title this week against the Mishawaka Cavemen.